Hey everyone, it is Jay Soloff from Investors Alley, and this is our options trade of the week. So I'm looking here at marketchameleon.com at the unusual option volume screener, and to see some of the bigger names. I usually like to look at some of the bigger names and see what was going on, and to do that I like to sort by volume, so you could see usually the names at the top here are companies that you would recognize: Tesla, Disney, Johnson & Johnson, Uber. So it can be interesting to look at sort of no-name stocks that have a lot of unusual volume, and that's certainly a useful strategy. But sometimes also like to look at the stuff that's really liquid, because generally those have really narrow bid-ask spreads and a lot of liquidity, so you can get in and out of trades pretty easily. So the interesting one here is Tesla, right at the top of the list. And if you aren't aware, Tesla unveiled a so-called truck at their Cybertruck at a show this week, and it was widely panned by about everyone in existence. It looked like I don't even know what it looked like. It didn't look like a truck, that's for sure, and just was really a lot of people having a lot of fun with how this truck looks. And then on top of that, it's supposed to have the shatterproof glass, and they were throwing metal balls at it and it was breaking the glass. So it just really was not a good show for Tesla. And the stock was down about 6% today, the day after. So just kind of a not a good thing. But if you look at Tesla, actually, it was about 50% call and puts. So maybe people were thinking, all right, well, this is not good for the company, but it's not going to kill them, so maybe we should buy some calls. Other people will probably like, all right, I've seen enough, let's buy some puts. So pretty much equal call and put action in it. But looking at some trades, just seeing what's going on. We'll bring up the trade list, and then we'll sort it by quantity here to see some of the bigger trades. Of course, there's something like 678,000 options traded, so a lot of action. Expensive stocks are probably a lot of ones and two lots from people taking a gamble one way or the other. So this one right away here catches my interest, and it's probably not what you think, but let's take a look at it anyways. These are January 50 puts. Now the stock is at 333, so 50 puts are obviously way out of the money. 30,000 of these things traded look like they were bought for 3 cents. So at first glance you may say, oh wow, like it must have been a really bad show if someone's spending $100,000 to buy 30,000 50 puts, and it could be. I mean, maybe someone's taking a gamble that this company's really going to be in trouble in the next couple months, and these puts will gain in value. Maybe they buy them for 3 cents and sell them for 10 cents or something. But what's probably going on here, though, is if you look at the open interest, it's 61,000. So it's very possible that someone's closing their trade. So this last event may have been the last major event the company is having for the year, and maybe someone sold these puts for who knows what they might have been. They might have sold them a year ago. They might have been worth 50 cents or $1, and now they're closing them for 3 cents. We'll see. We'll know for sure. We look at this next week. We'll see what the open interest is. But it's very possible that this is a closing trade, and that event was sort of the last major thing that happened. And even though it was negative, it's not going to send the stock down to 50. So maybe that was, now whoever made this trade is closing them, or maybe they were scared by that. Maybe they wanted to let these things expire worthless, but they got scared by that so-called truck and decided to close these trades a little bit early, even though they're giving up $100,000 to do so. So just some interesting stuff. Besides that, a lot of mixed calls and puts. So people kind of looking at this, maybe they're saying, all right, it's an overreaction, I want to buy. Some people are saying, no way, it's terrible, I'm going to sell. And they're doing it through buying calls and puts, so or perhaps selling calls and puts. So just some interesting action in Tesla today. If you haven't had a chance to go look at that so-called truck, take a look at it, and you'll probably get a good chuckle out of it. Anyways, if you want to learn more about options and making these sorts of trades, you can check out my Options Floor Trader Pro. It's only $49 a year. There's a link on this page. Good way to get yourself familiar with some basic option trades and learn more about trading options.